Okay, hi all. I'm going to talk about emergency electricity and emergency lighting today in this particular clip. Um, I'm going to dive right in with what are called solar generators. I have something very similar to this. Um, I did not get the solar panel, but with solar panel, you're talking 255. It's 280 watt hours. That's a WH right there. And you want to keep an eye on that in anything you're getting in the way of solar generators with or without solar panels. Um, the 280 watt hours tells you what you can expect to get out of the thing itself. 280 watt hours, you can run a fan, a decent box fan, not a high velocity fan, for 4 or 5 hours in the summertime. Wintertime, if it's nighttime, you might want to keep one or two lamps plugged in, uh, especially if you have compact fluorescent lights, which are the best for emergencies. CFL is at 13 watts, so one lamp is 13 watts, three lamps is 39 watts. That's 5 hours of light from a little bad boy like this. Now this is the same thing, more or less, without the solar panel. 129.99. It even says without solar panel. That's very nice of them. It's 129.99. I have something similar. I have, if you don't have a lot of money, you can save up and buy one every couple of months. It's nice to have two or three of them if possible. Um, because 280 watt hours just does not hold out for that long. What you can do with them, however, is you can recharge your cell phones, you can recharge your iPods, iPads, everything's. Uh, sorry. You can recharge your laptops. Uh, they have AC outlets. Oh, what the hell happened there? Okay, well, you can't see it right now, but they have AC outlets so that you can charge major. You can run fans. You can run. Um, you can run most small electronics. You can run a DVD player for the children. You can run one of those hand portable DVD players. You can recharge that for the kids so that they can watch movies and stuff. They're very handy. Um, Now, this one's getting a little ridiculous, but if you have the money and you're looking for something to power your house for a day or two, possibly even three, during a blackout, something like this is exactly what you're looking for. You're talking, what is that, 4,096 watt hours. That's that's unreal. Um, that'll power your refrigerator. It'll power some lights. It might even power your TV for a couple of days. Uh, that's the big jobby, but that's not for it's not for po folk like me. I thought I'd show it to you in case in case you have that kind of money to throw around. If you do, God bless you. You probably earned it. I'm not one of those people that thinks the rich people are, the scum of the earth. I happen to think I happen to know actually that most of the people I know that have money work their asses off for it. Now, this also falls under emergency electricity. And a lot of people go for these 2300 watt. This will run run quite a bit actually. It'll keep your refrigerator going. It'll keep many of your lights on. You might even be able to watch TV and put the internet back on if it's not, knocked out in your area. Um, this is a good basic generator. Uh, Generators come in all shapes and sizes and pretty much all denominations of cash. You can get them down to 1,000 watts that go for like $1.99 or $2.99. Be careful with generators. So sometimes you'll get less bang for your buck. Somebody will sell you a generator that's 1,000 watt for $500, and kind of getting ripped off. $500 for a 2,300 watt, portable inverter / generator. Now, what's that portable inverter part mean? It means that right on it are AC outlets, so you can just start it up, plug in, and go. It's not a bad choice. Now, if you have more money and you're worried about a longer term emergency, you're looking at something like this. Now, this is dual fuel. It's gasoline and propane. 12,500 watts. This will power your house. Pretty much power your house, almost in its entirety. I mean, I wouldn't want to do laundry, try to do laundry off of this thing while it's running and powering the rest of the house, but you might be able to. It's $1,000. It says $999, but let's be serious. It's $1,000, probably more than $1,000 with taxes and everything else. But if you have the money, something like that is well worth it in a major emergency. Something that's going to be 3-4 days. Like most things, survival does come down to how much bucks you got in your pocket. And how comfortable you're going to be depends a little bit on how much money you have. Okay, that's it for emergency electricity. That's your solar generators, your I forget what the hell else they call them. Emergency power supplies, I think, is one. There's a lot of names for the same thing. I used to call them battery backups, but they changed it on me over the years. Okay, let's talk emergency lighting for a minute here. Now, I like these. I like these. The portable lanterns, they're all well and good, and they get the job done. They'll last several hours on, well, maybe a day or so, if you use them, sparingly. They'll last a day or so on 3 AA batteries. These are the slightly smaller ones. I think they're 3 AAA batteries. It's $17.99 for 4. And this way you can have a light in most of the rooms in your house, if not every room in your house. Ooh, limited time deal. Damn, I gotta get that. I'm kidding, of course. But those do suck me in sometimes. $17.99, 33% off, $26.99 regular. That's 4 of the little jobbers, and they are not a bad idea in a short-term survival situation. Having a light in every room in your house when the lights are out is a blessing. It also adds to your security. People who are sneaking around looking for some place to break into are not going to go to the well-lit house and say, I want to break in there where it's well lit and everybody's up. So, just so you know. Okay. That being said, that's my lighting choice. There are many models, many options, many price ranges. I think the one that I use, this bad boy, is 2 for $15. I use that for a number of reasons. Right now I'm just using it because I'm backlit, and this way you can see my face. Otherwise you can't see anything. Okay, that said, that's my lighting choice for emergencies. These are also a lighting choice for emergencies. Now, it's not the model that I have, but they look like a pretty good choice. The model that I have is unfortunately unavailable at the moment, which means it's probably made in China. But these bad boys are helpful as all hell. Um, you throw one in the pocket before an emergency happens, and you've got a flashlight on you, whenever you need one. And 3 for $11.99. That's one to you, the missus, and the child. More if you have more children, of course. But they are a godsend. The last time the power went out, I was on the stairs, away from any lighted areas, and it was pitch black. I knew we were having bad weather, so I put one in my pocket, and I got up the stairs without breaking my neck. If you're not going to go for the lanterns, these little flashlights are damned handy. I can't speak for you, but my little family doesn't like to go to the bathroom in the dark, so having some lighting options is a good thing. Okay. If you're looking at multiple days or you're just afraid you might run out of batteries, something like this is very handy. $9.99 for 2. And they are very handy. And just to show that I put my money where my mouth is, there's mine. I believe they're American made. Whatever the case may be, they're very well made. I've used them before. It's rare that I have to go to something like candles in an emergency, but it occasionally happens. Now, for those who don't know, and for those who are just on the desperately poor side, there are tea lights. $19.99 for 100. These last 6 to 7 hours each, or 8 hour it says. Smokeless white votive candles. Okay. So $20 for 100. Not bad. That's what we buy. They last around 8 hours, so it's 800 hours of light. And if you're curious, the votive candle holders or tea light holders, that's 6 of them for $6 or $7. And that's about right. I got our candle holder, our tea light holders, I think 24 for $14.95 on sale. And they have their merits. I use them in my faith, but they're also good for emergencies. Now I'm going along again, so I'm going to stop this. That is emergency electrical power, emergency lighting, and I believe that does it all. So I thank you very much. Stay safe and try to stay comfortable. Emergencies can become annoyances if you're prepared.